There's another construction down there, and the owner is also foreigner. I don't know who, if it's American or I don't know. But the manager checked there, but the house is almost like going down, like falling, and the mother of the wife is here, who is the manager's aunt as well, is talking to him to help them because they have a huge problem with the house right now, because the house is falling, like the hollow blocks are falling already, and they have a second floor house, and the aunt is asking for him to go there tomorrow for him to arrange about fixing it. And he said he doesn't have time for that, but he will check there and will give them an advice. They have a huge problem right now, they said. And the husband, foreigner, he hasn't come here yet. Actually, that's why he doesn't know anything about it. But as far as I know, they met with his Filipino wife somewhere, and he hasn't been here since the construction. So in the future, if the construction is done, he will come here and stay here as well in the Philippines. But really, the family right now has a huge problem with the house because of the situation right now. And I'm not sure as well if the husband knows about that, honestly. Uy, hangin ang balay, init kayo na. Ano naman, kasi nag-design di ana?
Online nga trabaho.
Uy,
Ako magbibiyaan.
gipakyaw di ay.
Biyaan ba?
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, really. They were scammed. The mother was scammed and the wife was scammed. She's saying right now. They have a big problem because the house is 2-story, but then she said that the window is too small, and the window is even going to the second floor. There is no window down there. That's why it's too hot, they said, inside of the house, and there is no air coming in, and they have a huge problem about the window because it's too small and the house is too big, and it's also 2-story. But the window is up there in the second floor, but there's no window down there in the first floor. So it's a big problem for them, she said. And also her daughter was scammed because she hired someone or contractors from online. She hired people she doesn't know, and those people asked her to do the job, one-off project, so she had to pay them first. And then those people she doesn't know came here for working, took the money, and left the house. And the house is unfinished. That's what the mother says right now. It's crazy. Like, she said her daughter was really scammed because she didn't know about these people, but she hired them, and she only met them through Facebook, or I don't know, online for sure. Facebook for sure, and then the job was unfinished and the boys left the job. Wala na niya mili og design imong anak day, kanang siya nagpa-design, ay siya ray mamili ba? Ay mo pag mangkon.
Ang inahanan na ako nina yung commander bang ang trabaho balay.
Ay ang bintana ana na dito sa babaw.
Oh, grabe.
Wala sa ubos.
Wala.
Hala, yung kainit kay na.
Di ko yung lagi markon piti taas lagi.
Taas kay balay, nga walay kuan.
Ko na imo ha.
Oh.
Mo ni papa?
Amo ako ani ay.
Ha?
Kuan
Duha
ni.
di imo ha.
Unsay duha?
Duha imong balay.
Ano ubos? Lahat to ako dito pagipabuhat pod.
O kana o kato.
Asa man? Adi na kuha ay. Kanira. Silingan na.
O di mo.
Oh, dili. Kanira ho ah. Na naman na ilaha.
Anak o papa ti ko na ito hindi gyud sa kauban ni.
Dili oy. Anak ko Mercy.
Ah, isa ka anak?
Mercy Nardo.
Ha?
Mercy Nardo ba? It's all me si Mar nga Jubil.
Ah.
Oh, amo agamar gani ako man ginagipada ko og bintana kay pati parang init ba. Oh. Taas kayo di ay. Uy,
Ano nang balay dia?
taga ko ana taga dito sa Dayong ba? Taga Sandayong. She said the house is very, very, very tall, and then there's only the window up there. Wala ko kailaan. Nardo akong amahan. Nardo, Dinsoy ba? Mercy. Nardo ba? Nardo. O kailaan eh. He was there and checked the house. He said it's too tall. She said as well, the mother. It's very tall and she's very scared right now because they know in the future it may collapse even if there's no earthquake. Because the house is 2-story but there are only 4 pillars. And when they touch the... Oh, pohon, may kwarta.
Ay, na, pala mo naigit ba?
Oh. Oh, amo nagitan.
Muna mo kuralan din ako.
Ikay mo koral? Nakikaila?
Di, na ako. Kinang nga.
Ah, ampol naman. Kaya bawang magyapon ampol na.
Kuya
Ampol.
mo nga ako naman. Guwapo ko na. Gaan, di ka katalo ka. Kanahon, di ka katalo.
Ah.
Ako katalo.
And he said when he touched the wall, it was shaking. Like that. John, the manager tried it. And it was shaking.
Uy, ata.
And another people as well give his cousin an advice what to do because she was really trying to solve it because she has huge problem with that. But what other people saying to remove that shaking, but then he told her, okay, try to do that, but all the house will collapse. You know, that's really the crazy thing about here in the Philippines because most of the workers, I'm not generalizing, everyone is, but most of them, especially if you pay them contract like one-off project, expect that most of them are going to scam you in a way that some of them might take the job seriously but they won't buy the proper materials. They will steal some part of it. They won't buy some part of the money for the materials, or they will buy cheap ones and give you very cheap and quality are not good. Or some of them are going to take all the money for this one-off project and they will start the work for a few months and then they won't finish it. They will take the money and not return it ever again, because I know that how it works here. I've heard a lot of people doing that here as well, guys. So there might be people will tell me that I should not say bad things about Filipino, but that's the reality here. That's the truth here. And people must know as well the condition or the situation here, how things work in here. Especially about the construction jobs. Because there are so many scammers. And there are so many people who doesn't take the job seriously. And all they think is just about money. But, you know, what's the advice I would give before you hire someone who will do the job? Better know them first and check first if they have gone really good jobs as well from others or to others. Know their personality, of course, and it's so important that you really know them well than other people know them, rather than just hearing, you know, other people, oh, he's doing it like that and good stuff like that. But if you know their attitude is kind of, you know, liar at the same time, I wouldn't hire that kind of people. If I know that they were like this in history or they have this some kind of things they did in the past, I will never ever hire that, because here in the village most of the guys here are construction workers, because that's how it is here as well, especially in Cebu. But most of my neighbors or most people from this barangay are construction workers, and I know those people as well. I know a lot of people who are doing just contract, just doing one-off project, just doing daily. And for me, I wouldn't hire those people who are going to do one-off project. I rather pay them daily than doing one-off project, because I really can't trust them, honestly. I really can't trust them because there are already a lot of situation when it's one-off project. Most of the workers will take the money and they will not return, or it's either they will take the money and buy you, you know, cheap materials, just like what our neighbor experienced as well. That contract bought very cheap ceiling or roof, and now they have a huge problem with the roof. I rather pay every day, you know, though it's kind of slow paying every day, but at least it's slowly, but it's surely, rather than paying like one-off project fast but not sure, you know, if you understand what I mean. if it makes sense for you, because that's how it is here in the Philippines. They will make your job faster, but it's not sure. In the future, you will have a huge problem with it.